Fire station needs a great interest to the people of Wildomar. If incorporated, Wildomar, this is a proposal that we provided in the Comprehensive Fiscal Analysis, CFA. If incorporated, Wildomar would immediately pay the full cost for Station 61 and 1/3 cost for Station 75. 61 is downtown Wildomar. 75 is Bear Creek, so that everyone knows where these stations are. So that's what you would do immediately. Upon opening of the Clinton Keith Fire Station, Wildomar would pay for Station 61, again downtown Wildomar, and the new Clinton Keith Fire Station. The 1/3 cost for Station 75 would go away, because Wildomar would then be part of the regional fire protection system. The Clinton Keith Fire Station, we don't estimate, will be necessary before fiscal year 09-10, on when the county would open and operate the fire station. Upon incorporation, Wildomar could choose to build Clinton Keith later than current projections based upon the council's policy decision on response standards and when the council determines what money might be available. Services that would be provided to Wildomar other than a fire engine coming to your front door. You would have the value of administration support services. You would not have to buy your own fire chief, which would probably cost you $200,000 alone. Now don't look at me and think I make $200,000. I'll tell you right up front, I make $139,000. That's what I make. And I'm not afraid to tell you that's public information. But you would have to buy a fire chief. You would have to buy other administrative and support services. You would have to provide your own central dispatch service and county OES, or have some means of OES, but we provide that. Mobile equipment maintenance, a huge challenge in making sure all the rolling stock is there. Fire equipment warehouse, telecommunications and information technology, life safety and fire protection planning is huge. We have two bureaus. One is called strategic planning, the other is called life safety. And those bureaus are constantly dealing with just exactly these issues, life safety and fire protection planning. What the city wants is local control. What the city deserves, if incorporated, is local control and the ability to make your decisions. Strategic planning, I mentioned, you would also have the benefit of the county's Investigation and Enforcement Bureau. We have 10 fire cops, fully accredited, peace officer on standard and training, certified fire investigators, cops. You would also have the benefit of weed abatement if you so choose. Paramedic service. To most people, this is a big one. 81% of our calls are for advanced life service or paramedic. We pump, to be a little bit facetious, we pump a heck of a lot more O2 or oxygen than we ever pump water. But that's good, because that serves the people who have that need and the proximity of the fire station's ability to deliver that. Paramedic advantages, paramedics can defibrillate, they can manage airways, and they can use drug therapy. Firefighting resources, you can look at the numbers. Currently in Riverside County, we have 1,300 CAL FIRE firefighters, we have 300 county or city support personnel, we have 1,100 budgeted volunteer firefighters. Those are assigned to 94 fire stations, 108 staff fire engines, 8 staff aerial ladder trucks, and you can read down through the rest of it, including the Hammond Ryan Air Tac Base, where there's the helicopter, the Air Tactics Group Supervisor, and 2 air tankers. The best wildland fire prevention we have right now is happening outside. And the more it rains, the better it will be. This, believe me, is a relief for us. The values of a regional system. We are close to the customer. And you'll hear a speaker in a few minutes that will, I think, verify that. Economies of scale. You don't have to buy all the services that come with a regional system. There's no labor negotiations or labor administration. We have a model regional fire protection system. Recently, Assemblyman Jeffries had a fire conference at the Pala Casino in San Diego after the October 2007 fires. Many people raised their hand and said, for San Diego, why don't we have a model regional system like Riverside County? We have strong life safety, fire protection planning, OES, and mutual aid and automatic aid with other departments is seamless because we're also the county dispatch center for all mutual aid. The bottom line with the fire department is, with county fire service, levels would be based on the desire of the city council. And we thank you. It's our honor to serve you, whether you're unincorporated or incorporated. Questions?
Now the questions that, there was a survey handed out to you for questions. You don't have to fill out questions for our guests, that's for the candidates. So if you have a question, raise your hand, and this is your opportunity to ask the chief firsthand anything that you may have, any question. Any at all out here in the audience. How about in our candidates? Hold on, how about our candidates? Is there any questions for Chief Hawkins?
Mr. Ruff, I hope you aren't, as your name implies.
I feel rough sometimes.
Oh, okay.
But that's R-O-U-G.
Okay.
Anyway, the OES,
Yes.
they used to give seminars in our community. I haven't seen any lately.
They're doing them, and we call that citizen emergency response training. And we bring the citizens in because the citizens are a great partner in being able to take care of major emergencies, and they are doing them. I can't answer specifically if one's gone on recently in Wildomar, but I know that we're doing them constantly all over the county.
Chief Hawkins.
But you did pose a question that tomorrow morning I'll ask and be sure.
Thank you, sir.
Chief Hawkins, they just completed the CERT program for the community. The CERT program, they were doing that out of 75, and OES was involved in that CERT program at the county. Darryl, what they answered the question there, they did have a CERT program they just completed for the community. Any other questions from the candidates?
Question.
Well, as you can see, Chief Hawkins covered all the information. And I can truly say this because when we first started this process, we were hit with services. And the services that were attacked were sheriffs and fire. And you can see through Chief Hawkins' presentation that you're provided coverage of one of the best fire departments in the state of California. And the regional protection that you have in Riverside is tremendous. And go to their website if you want to find out additional information, because truly what Chief Hawkins covered is a service that you will get as a contract city. Any other questions for Chief Hawkins?
I would like to add that I'm very proud as the fire chief that this last summer we only had 3 fires of consequence in not last summer, last October in Riverside County. There was a 400-acre fire one night that we hooked up called the Roca Fire near Wonga. Then we had a 400-acre series of 3 fires on the La Cresta de Luz. They were able to pick that up. Right in your backyard was a 30-acre fire that ran up towards the South Main Divide truck trail. Now, I can't say that we are great. I'm not going to stand up here and tell you that. We try really hard. But I can tell you that our firefighters this last summer did about 40,000 residential fire hazard inspections in the communities. Those just don't reduce the fire hazard around the house, but they provide a fire prevention education message to all the residents. And I'm very proud of our firefighters. I think we did a good job.
Okay, thank you, Chief Hawkins.